Hey everybody, welcome to Grimsforge Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about Elder Scrolls Online, specifically ZeniMax Online Studios, and then their inability to fix their game. So buckle up. The video that I have showing in the background, there is no clever editing to it. That is in fact the lag that I experience queuing for a battleground and with some friends. And as a backstory, two battlegrounds before that we had queued as a group, and only one of us got the queue pop, and the other three ended up not even getting the invite into the battleground. And so that's a bug that needs to be fixed. And then for the next battleground immediately after that, while we're playing, three players from every team got kicked at the same time from the game. Their game lagged out, froze, whatever, and only one person from each team remained and was able to finish the battleground. And I personally, when I came back, was able to log back into the game. I had the deserter debuff, as if I just randomly quit the battleground, and so I had to wait for the deserter debuff to drop before I could queue again. And then the battleground that you see, playing right now with the immense lag, that's the battleground that preceded that, right? So the game is not very stable right now, and it hasn't been for at least the last year, and it's progressively getting worse. Some other things that we're experiencing right now is with the new patch release, weapons are now under your feet. So if you go into Imperial City, when you zone in, there's a high chance or high likelihood that your weapons or your back bar weapons are going to be underneath your feet as like a visual bug. Now you could still attack and do everything as if you're holding the weapon, and everyone in your group, to them it looks like you're holding your weapon, but to you, your weapons are not in your hand, they're underneath your feet. So this is a bug that was probably from a year ago, and that bug is back. And if you're on PC, you can have an add-on called Clutch, and Clutch will take care of that. So we have people creating add-ons that can fix the game, but ZeniMax is struggling to fix their game. And that's kind of an interesting thing. Like, why do we have people making add-ons to repair the game? Why don't you do an incremental patch this weekend or next weekend and fix your game? Anyways, another thing that is a problem is Take Flight. In the Dragon Knight Ultimate, it's probably a class-defining ultimate, and Take Flight randomly loses its functionality. It doesn't work at all. You can't target people with it. And it's been doing that for at least 3 months, almost 4 months now. Why has that not been fixed? We got new stuff in the Crown Store. We got new armor sets in the game, nuclear capability armor sets that are breaking PvP, but you can't fix the class abilities, make the game actually work, get rid of lag. We also have other abilities that are not working in the game. So gap closers and executes, again, from a year ago, are not working again. They'll randomly, your primary spammable will stop working. Let's say you're using surprise attack or biting jabs. Those things will just randomly stop working in the game. My experiences on these, that's from Battlegrounds and from Imperial City running around during the event. Abilities just stop working altogether. Reload UI doesn't work. I actually have to log out of the game and log back into the game just for those abilities to work. Another thing that's going on is the Mundus Stone. Your Mundus Stone is just randomly falling off when you come into Imperial City. Sometimes you go through a door and you notice your Mundus isn't there. And it's not just a UI error, because you go look at your stats and your stacks actually represent your Mundus not being there. So if it's the Warrior Mundus Stone, you're now missing some weapon damage. If it's a Serpent, you're missing some stam recovery. Okay? Mundus Stones randomly falling off when you enter Imperial City or go from district to district, and then when you leave Imperial City, your Mundus will magically be back. Another thing too is passives falling off. So if your stamina recovery or your sustain or whatever is uh, lacking, it's probably because your passives are falling off, and that's a problem. Another thing too is a stamina bug. So I've had a couple people over the last 2 days message me and say the stamina bug is back. I'll go and I'll look at my character sheet and I'll have 0 stamina regen. My stamina is not regenning, it's just sitting at 0. So the stamina bug is back. Another thing that has been here for a while is the block not actually blocking. So you'll hold block to block damage and you'll still take 100% of the damage, and the sigil's there. Is there no one else has experienced that as well? Sometimes that happens on a bar swap, and sometimes it happens when you're just holding block, trying to defend, and you have enough stamina to hold block and block the attacks, and you still eat 100% of the damage. And that specifically I can tie to the moment that they fixed the blocking bug. And the blocking bug was, if you have 100% stamina and you're being attacked and you're holding block, your stamina gets depleted because you're blocking those attacks. You let off of block, and the amount of stamina that was burned while you were being attacked immediately comes off again. So if you burn 50% of your stamina holding block and then release block, the other 50% disappears immediately. You're now going to get stam checked and killed. When they fixed that block bug, block stopped working all of the time. So another thing that's a problem is you're trying to go up into the districts and it says you're already queued for that instance. Why do I have to hit the ladder 7 times to try and go up into the districts to PvP with my friends? You know, portals and doors, you're not able to interact with some of them. And when you do interact with them, guess what? You're already queued for that instance. Another thing that they haven't fixed yet is the fall damage in Battlegrounds. Occasionally you'll get hit with a knock-up and you'll take 26k fall damage. You know, like I fell 2 feet. I got knocked up in the air with an ability, fell 2 feet, and took 26k fall damage. And that's been in the game for quite a long time. New Crown Store stuff, new nuclear capability armor sets in the game to break PvP, and they haven't fixed the game. Icy sent me a video that he was doing a battleground just a couple days ago, and he took a CC and then he got killed from the CC. He remained in that CC even after death, and so you can see in the video footage for that he just has to break free over and over again. He can use certain abilities but not all of his abilities, and so he decided, well, I just need to get killed again to like snap out of whatever this is. And it persisted even still through death. It persisted through the whole battleground. He was in a constant state of crowd control effect that he couldn't break free of, or he could break free of, but it had no effect. So I picked up the Chaos Ball in a battleground a couple days ago. It unequipped all of my potions. You know, why is there a laundry list of 20 plus things of bugs in this game, but you can go look at the Crown Store and it works great, you know? And why are videos or why are posts talking about this stuff getting deleted from the ESO forums, like cancel culture? You know, I don't want to see any more next new greatest thing from you guys. Your customer base is losing faith in you. You are stealing money from people right now. People are paying you for a service. You are not fulfilling that service. People are going to leave your game. They are leaving your game. I talked to 3 guild leaders yesterday, 3 separate guild leaders, and they all expressed their unhappiness to the point where they're just leaving the game. You're not able to provide a service anymore. They don't trust you. If you're allocating the funds into the next new greatest MMO or whatever this new great thing is, and you're not putting the funds into this product, people won't trust you for the next product because you're stealing their money right now. Why would we go to the next new product because it's great and flashy and whatever? You're stealing their money right now. All these guilds are going to New World. And one of the guild leaders even posted this in the ESO forums. Who knows if it's still there? Probably got deleted. But he said, we're not going to New World because it's got better PvP. We're going there because it works. I got a laundry list of 20 plus things that this game doesn't work. And the reason I'm saying it is because I love the game. I love this game. When it does work, it's great. There's nothing like it. It just seems like you're incapable of providing that service, you know, enough for me to pay for it and a lot of other people. You're going to lose a lot of people here over the next month because of the current state of the game. You should start doing incremental patches and start knocking these things out and fixing them. You don't have to take my word for it. I hope you do. You need to fix your game. Stop fixing the crown store. Stop making the next great thing. And fix this game.